Greetings, scholars, and welcome to week 2 of Introduction to Business. Let's start by looking at the information from last week to make sure we're all on the same page. So I have the syllabus up here. We had our chapter homework 1, 2, and 3, your quiz, your video case, also an extra credit quiz on the syllabus, your student intro, and you're also supposed to download Respondus browser. Looking at your points, your syllabus states that your chapter homework is going to be out of 18.75, but you may have noticed that it's actually out of 19 because the system does not allow me to assign less than a whole point. However, I'm still going to measure against the 18.75 as the syllabus states. So a few extra credit points there may add up at the end of the semester. Right now, after ending week 1, the total points are 131.25. You can look at your total points in Blackboard and measure it against 131.25 to see where you currently stand. If you did your extra credit quiz, kudos, you have a lot of extra points there, so keep up the great work. Looking at week 2, we are starting with Chapter 4, Understanding the Global Context of Business. It sort of relates to Chapter 3 when it comes to options of starting your own business. Maybe you want to start from scratch. Maybe you want to tap into an existing business and do a franchise or a license or some other form where you're not doing everything from scratch. Same thing when it comes to taking your business globally. Maybe you want to work with an existing partner in a different nation. So a strategic alliance or a joint venture. These are options that companies can take when they're looking to expand their business. Chapter 5 looks at managing the business, the function of management, the primary function. So management defined is the process of planning, organizing, leading, and controlling the organization's resources to achieve its goals. Those are the 4 functions of management that the book focuses on. Depending on which book you read, you may see a 5th function, staffing. When you're looking at resources, that doesn't just include money, equipment, it also includes people. So when we're thinking about these basic functions, planning, organizing, leading, and controlling, controlling is one of those functions that sort of has a negative connotation, but we don't want to look at it in that perspective. Controlling is the process of monitoring the organization's performance to ensure that it is meeting its goals. So someone has to monitor what's been taking place. That's the key word when it comes to controlling, is monitor. Someone needs to be looking to see, are we accomplishing the goals that we set out to accomplish? If so, let's keep going. If not, let's adjust. So let's figure out where we went wrong and figure out how we can move forward from there. Chapter 6 looks into how do you structure a business. So you're looking at, well, are you going to have individual positions, or is you're going to have one general position and everybody kind of just chips in where it's needed? Is it necessary for you to have defined roles, defined titles, or can you just have associates who sort of do whatever needs to be done? Another way that you can organize your business is an org chart. So an org chart sort of shows you hierarchy, a chain of command. And for instance, here's the org chart for the Mike Ilitch School of Business. You see at the top there, we have our dean, this is outdated because things have changed. However, it still gives us a picture. So we have our dean, Robert Forsyth, and then we see all of our different departments. So as you can see here, you see some of the key people within the School of Business, who they report to and what their roles and titles are. So that's what Chapter 6, Managing the Business, really does focus on. How do you structure your business for success? What is going to be necessary? Thinking ahead, we want to make sure that we have the Respondus browser downloaded. Make sure that you watch the video on Respondus browser. If you have never used it before, it's going to seem a little awkward. So make sure you go through the video before you begin the test, because the test begins on Tuesday. It is available from noon to essentially midnight. You have that time frame. I believe you're going to have about an hour, maybe an hour and 10 minutes for the test, but you can take it at any time during that time frame. So make sure that you are prepared. Again, watch the video and make sure that you're familiar with it, because the first time that you do it, it's an adjustment period. So you want to make sure that you are ready to go when that time frame occurs. As always, if there are any questions, do not hesitate to let me know. I'll be more than happy to get back with you. Great luck, and I look forward to working with you this semester.